Have you ever wondered, what does a life coach do to help people transform their lives? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm going to be sharing 7 life coaching techniques that you can use to help transform your life now. What's up, guys? It's Julie from Holmes Life Coaching, and thank you for being here. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button below, because that way you'll be notified anytime I have a new self-development video come out. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 7 life coaching techniques that you can use to transform your life now. So let's get started. So the first life coaching technique that I'm going to share with you is learning to manage your state. Learning to manage your state is by far the most important thing that you can do for yourself. And if this is the one takeaway that you get from this video, it will transform your life. So the first and quickest way to manage your state or change your state is to change your physiology. So how you carry yourself through the world is going to affect how you feel. So if you're walking around all the time with your head down, your shoulders slumped, looking down, breathing shallow, that will affect the way that you feel. So if you really want to feel good and raise your testosterone, stand up straight, shoulders back, head up, smile. It's hard to feel depressed when you're smiling, and breathe deeply. And that alone will exude confidence for yourself, from yourself, and to the people around you. So the second way to change your state or manage your state is to shift your focus. So what are you focused on? Are you focused on everything that's going wrong? Or are you focused on everything that's going right? When you can begin to shift your focus from, let's say, the things that are bothering you to the things that you appreciate or the things that you're grateful for, you will begin to focus more and more on those positive things and less on the negative things until it becomes a pattern of thought and behavior. And once you develop that pattern of thought and behavior where you're focusing only on gratitude or what you appreciate in your life, then you will begin to attract more and more of those things in your life, which will then affect how you feel even more. So the third way to change your state is to understand or change the meaning that you're giving to any situation, circumstance, or event. So if something is happening in your life that's a challenge and you're giving it a meaning that is not empowering or not supporting you or making you feel positive, then you need to change the meaning of that. So for example, if you lose a job, maybe it's a job that you don't love so much. Is it the end or is it the beginning? Is it the end because how am I going to pay my bills and what am I going to do? And, now I have to go look for another job. Or is it the beginning because now, you know what? I didn't actually like that job all that much. And maybe this is an opportunity for me to figure out what it is I really want to be doing, or to figure out where I really want my life to go. Because if I would have stayed in that job where, it was mediocre and I felt content, maybe I would have stayed in that job for the rest of my life. But now I actually have an opportunity to do something that's going to make me happy. So remember, what is the meaning that you give to any situation, circumstance, or event? Is it something that's negative or is it something that's positive? Is it empowering you or is it making you feel bad? So change the meaning. So just to recap on learning to manage your state, change your physiology, shift your focus, and change the meaning that you're giving to any situation, circumstance, or event so that it's something positive and empowering. So the second life coaching technique that I want to share with you today is challenging and changing your belief systems. So what do you believe? What do you believe about those sirens going off right now? What do you believe about life? What do you believe about God, about the universe, about the opposite sex, about what you're capable of. When you can go through your life and find the beliefs that you have about yourself or about the world that are limiting you or holding you back or keeping you stuck from what it is you really want, and you can shift those beliefs into something more empowering, it will absolutely change your life. So the example that I like to use is, I can't do X, Y, and Z because I might fail. And when you shift that into an empowering belief, it might look something like, if I don't do X, Y, and Z, that means I will fail. And there's no such thing as failure. There's only results. There's only information to apply to the next time I try. And if I keep applying that information and I keep trying, eventually I'm gonna succeed. So remember, change your limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs. So the third life coaching technique I want to share with you is goal setting. And there are lots of ways to set goals, long and short-term goals. I like to start big, like a 10-year goal or a 5-year goal, and move backwards. So when you're setting long and short-term goals, try to set your goals in the 5 areas of improvement, which are health, finances, relationships, career, and personal or spiritual goals. So you want to set long and short-term goals in all of these areas. And if you start with a 10-year goal, ask yourself, be very, very specific about where you want to be in 10 years in all of those areas. And if you have to be there in 10 years, where do you have to be in 5 years to get there in 10 years? And if you have to be there in 5 years, where do you have to be in 3 years? Continue to work your way back to 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, and then daily and weekly goals. And you can start putting those small action steps into your schedule so you know exactly what you should be doing every single day and every single moment of every single day. And one of the reasons why it's so important to set goals is because while achievements are super fun and it feels really good to accomplish things, it's not long lasting. And when we really feel good and feel purposeful is when we're making progress. So if we're setting goals on a regular basis and we're working towards them, we are gaining a sense of purpose for ourselves and for our life. So that's why setting goals is really, really important. So the fourth life coaching technique I want to share with you is journaling. And the reason why journaling is so great is because it allows you to release your subconscious thoughts that you might not get out otherwise. And it also allows you to connect with yourself and sort of gain clarity and understand what's going on in your body and your mind, in your life, in your world. And the formula that I like to use, or that I like to share with people, is to, when you first wake up in the morning, write 3 full pages and pen to paper and keep the pen moving, because you want to just release. And it's not about what are you writing. It's not with judgment. You're not going to look back and read it. You're not going to share it with anybody else. It's just to get out anything that's going on. So if you can manage to set a goal of, let's say, journaling 3 full pages every morning for 30 days, I think you're really gonna see a difference in your life. You're gonna have more clarity, you're gonna have more sense of focus and a sense of certainty about what you should be doing in your life. So the 5th life coaching technique I wanna share with you is probably nearest and dearest to my heart, and I find is probably the most powerful of them all, and that is hypnosis. And the reason why it's so powerful is because the conscious mind is the least informed and the last to know. And a lot of times people don't know why they're stuck. They don't know what's holding them back. And when you can tap into your subconscious thoughts, you can shift things around and you can change very, very quickly. sometimes it surprises me how quickly I see people change. It's like magic. And I know not everybody has access to a hypnotherapist, but what I do want to do is I want to leave a 15-minute hypnosis video that I made up here. I'm going to link it up here so that you can plug your earphones in, listen to it, and just get a feel for what it's like just to relax and release negativity. And I would love to hear your experiences in the comments below. If you do, go ahead and check out that video and let me know what you think. So the sixth life coaching technique that I want to share with you today is meditation. And meditation is great to just let your mind relax and stop thinking. And it's a great way to gain clarity and to get those creative impulses, as opposed to trying to overthink everything and make things happen here. If you can, for 15 minutes a day, just let your mind completely relax and let go and try not to think about anything, you will find that you will have more of those creative impulses in your life and less of that angsty overthinking, trying to get stuff done sort of mentality. So the last life coaching technique that I want to share with you today is NLP, or Neuro Linguistic Programming. So neuro is your neurology, linguistic is your language, and programming. So it's like understanding how to speak the language of your mind. So using NLP is like gaining control of the operating systems inside of you so that you can make changes instantly. What I'm going to do is, if you want to know more about NLP, I'm going to leave a link to a video down below from one of my hypnosis teachers, David Snyder, and he's a great NLP trainer. So I'm going to leave that video down in the description below if you'd like to check that out. So I hope this video answers your questions about what does a life coach do? And now that you have 7 life coaching techniques that you can use to transform your life, leave a comment in the comments below and let me know what was your biggest takeaway from this video. And are you going to try any of these techniques? Are you already implementing some of these techniques into your life right now? And what is the impact that that is having on your life? If you like this video, please click the like button below, share it with a friend, and remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Challenging and changing your belief systems. So what do you believe? What do you believe about those sirens going off right now? So the example that I always use is New York sirens. Love it. So if I have to be here in 10 years, where do I have to be in 5 years? And then where do I have to be in 3 years, 1 year, 6 months,